Good morning, and welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the extraordinary stories of ordinary people and the places they call home. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm delighted to share with you a tale that will touch your heart and remind you of the beauty of unexpected moments. Imagine being on a cross-country flight, soaring through the skies, and suddenly, a new life emerges. That's exactly what happened on a recent Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta to Portland. A pregnant woman, surrounded by strangers, gave birth to a baby girl at 30,000 feet. The crew and medical volunteers on board sprang into action, providing care and comfort to the new mother. As the first picture this scene, I'm reminded of the kindness of strangers and the resilience of the human spirit. Two nurses and a doctor, who happened to be among the 153 passengers, assisted with the birth, while the flight's 4 cabin crew members provided support and care. The crew's comprehensive medical training kicked in, and they worked together to ensure the safe arrival of the baby. The plane, once a symbol of routine travel, was transformed into a sanctuary of hope and new life. As the news of the birth spread, the passengers erupted into applause, celebrating the miracle that had just occurred. The mother and baby, met with emergency medical personnel upon landing, were taken to a nearby hospital where they received further care. As we travel through life, we often encounter unexpected detours and surprises. This story reminds us that even in the most unusual circumstances, human connection and kindness can prevail. The birth of this baby girl on a cross-country flight is a testament to the power of community and the beauty of everyday life. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we continue our journey through the heart of America, I want to take you to a charming little corner of Brisbane, Australia, where a Korean-inspired cafe has taken root in the suburb of Kuala Peru. Snug, as it's called, is a tiny gem that's big on flavor and warmth, nestled in a former trophy shop just off Chatsworth Road. As the first stepped inside, I was immediately struck by the cozy atmosphere, with benches lining the walls and a prime spot at the bifold windows that look out upon the surrounding houses and apartments. What I first love about Snug is the way it blends traditional Korean flavors with modern Australian twists, creating a unique culinary experience that's both familiar and exciting. The chefs, Liam Clayton and Jian Zheng, are seasoned veterans of Brisbane's food scene, having worked at renowned restaurants like Greca and Yoko. As the first chatted with the locals, I discovered that Snug has become a beloved gathering place for the community, where friends and family can come together to share delicious meals and make memories. Whether you're in the mood for a hearty breakfast, a casual lunch, or a night out with friends, Snug's got you covered, with its tight list of small producer wines and beers to complement their creative share plates. As we explore the back roads and hidden gems of America, it's stories like Snug that remind us of the power of food to bring people together and create a sense of community. So if you ever find yourself in Brisbane, be sure to stop by Snug and experience it for yourself. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we conclude our journey today, I want to share with you a remarkable story of kindness that has left an indelible mark on one person's life. It's a reminder that even the smallest acts can have a profound impact on someone's world. Imagine being at a crossroads, feeling lost and alone, with tears streaming down your face as you sit behind the wheel of your car. That's exactly where Rebecca found herself back in 1982. Her life had been turned upside down. Her parents had divorced, her boyfriend had stopped calling, and she had dropped out of college. In an attempt to start anew, she moved from Billings, Montana to Phoenix, Arizona. But things didn't quite work out as planned. Rebecca met a guy at work, and they started dating, but the relationship was far from perfect. He belittled her, mocked her, and blamed her for everything. Despite his occasional sweet gestures, she realized she had to get out of the toxic relationship. One day, she reached her breaking point and got in her car, driving aimlessly as tears streamed down her face. As she sat at a stoplight, sobbing uncontrollably, a stranger in the car next to her caught her attention. He was an ordinary-looking man, perhaps in his 40s, with a kind face. And then, Without warning, he gave her a thumbs up. It was a simple gesture, yet it spoke volumes. In that moment, Rebecca felt seen, heard, and understood. That small act of kindness gave her the hope she desperately needed. It reminded her of who she used to be before the darkness of her relationship consumed her. Although it took her 10 more months to finally leave the toxic partnership behind, the memory of that stranger's thumbs up stayed with her. To this day, Rebecca thinks about the man who changed her life with a single gesture. She wishes she could thank him for taking a minute to look over and offer encouragement when she needed it most. And whenever she thinks about it, she's reminded to pay it forward, to offer a smile or kind words to someone who might be struggling. As we travel through life, we often encounter strangers who become unsung heroes. So, let's all take a cue from Rebecca's story and strive to be that stranger who makes a difference in someone's life. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling.